You cheating bastard!
You dare call me that? Do you know who you're talking to here?
Oh, here we go, the old high and mighty routine.
I am God, ruler of all that surrounds you, creator of the universe. I, my friend, am certainly no bastard. I resent that unfounded remark, and I most certainly resent you.
Do you believe the word bastard does appear in your very own Bible?
Oh, many times. Especially in the book of Deuteronomy, where it refers to the offspring of an incestuous union from a marriage prohibited within the degrees of affinity.
You're boring me.
But most notably in Zechariah, where after prophesying the fall of 3 Philistine cities, it goes on to declare of the fourth, "And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod," which really means a mixed population of aliens shall invade and settle the 4th and capital city of Philistine.
You've always been great at spouting crap.
What a cracking little read the Bible is, eh? Action, adventure, romance, horror, fantasy. Oh, I know how to entertain the folks back then. You own a copy, Bob?
Why would I, the devil, own a copy of your work?
Well, you are aware of its contents.
I was actually thinking of writing my own little piece of self-praising fiction. Maybe you could help?
I don't think a collaborative effort between the pair of us would please our fans.
I suppose you're right.
I'm always right. I'm God.
This, Jack fella killed his wife and family a few years ago.
Jack Wilson?
Jack Farmer.
Oh, isn't he the one that committed suicide after he'd done the deed?
That's the fella. Well, he sent him down to me, so I gave him the old 3-room special.
Another one of your games, I suppose?
Basically, I gave him a choice of 3 rooms. Whichever room he liked the best, he could stay in for all eternity.
I think you've told me this one.
Stop me if I have. Well, I open the door to the first room. Jack enters and he looks inside. Inside this room are 50 men standing on their heads on a wooden floor.
Nasty.
Well, Jack decides he doesn't like the look of this room, so I move him on to the second one. He opens the door, he looks inside. Inside this room are 50 men standing on their heads on a concrete floor.
You're so cruel, Bob.
Hey, I'm the devil. I do have a reputation to uphold, you know. So he decides he doesn't like that one, so I move him on to the third room. I open the door, he looks inside. Now in this room are 50 people standing up to the waistlines in dog shit, drinking coffee and eating cream cakes.
Excrement.
What?
Excrement. More articulate than shit.
Yeah, whatever. Well, Jack decides he actually likes the look of this room. The people in here actually seem to be enjoying themselves.
Smelly, though.
Well, Jack goes inside the room. He's welcomed by all the others. I'll leave him to get accustomed for 10 minutes. Then... I come back 10 minutes later and I said, lunch break's over, get back to standing on your heads.
You really are a sadistic little man, Bob. It's no wonder I cast you out.
My actions pale in comparison to some of your hideous crimes.
Like?
Murder, famine, war, earthquakes, Albion Market.
Albion Market was a cracking little idea for a soap opera. People just didn't seem to get it.
Ahead of your time.
You bet.
You're responsible for billions of deaths throughout the years. I tell you, I don't know how you sleep at night.
Because most people think it was you.
Now that's what really pisses me off. You can do no wrong. If something good happens in the world, it's a miracle, and God is great. Anything bad, the devil's work.
Well, I've got to have somebody to take the backlash, haven't I?
Yeah, well, I've had enough. I want my day.
Oh, for my sake.
I'm being serious here, Joe.
You'd ruin everything. Horsemen running around everywhere, spreading disease and pestilence. Oh, it just wouldn't work.
Then give me something to fool around with. Anything. You can spare it. A small country, perhaps. Say, like, France.
Can't do the country thing, Bob. Too much paperwork. Although France is a good choice.
Then give me something. Anything. Just as long as it isn't dead.
Okay. But remember, I'm doing this out of the pure goodness for the needy.
Hey, don't bloody feel sorry for me, pal.
I do. I can't help it. You used to be my #1 nemesis, but now you've been knocked down the pecking order by Blair and Bush.
Bastards.
I do have something you may be interested in.
Tell me.
You're going to have to play for it.
Oh, no way. I can never beat you. Can't we play something else? Something that doesn't involve cards?
Cards or nothing.
Then tell me what we're playing for.
One hand of no-limit Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, for what?
A soul.
Come on, I've got billions of souls.
A live soul.
Live?
Living and breathing.
For now. Who is he?
Christopher Parsons. A nice man.
I like this more and more.
He's one of my favourite people in the whole world. Not an ounce of trouble. Perfect human being.
I hate perfect.
Everybody likes Chris. Everybody loves Chris.
But he's a real do-gooder.
Of course he is. Good at his job. Perfect family man. Tons of work for charity. Even plays the organ on a Sunday in his parish church.
There's nothing worse than a do-good organ player.
And he's all yours. If you win.
No cheating?
As if I would.
Then deal on then. Tell me more about this soul.
Basically, the perfect child who grew into the perfect man. A man who is lovingly adored by hundreds of friends and family.
Dice FM.
Loud and proud from the heart of your community, this is Dice FM, and it's that time in the show where we want to pay tribute to one of our community heroes. It's happy birthday to Chris Parsons. Chris is 25 today. Happy birthday to you, Chris, from all your friends here at Dice FM. And to celebrate Christopher's big day, we're going to take a bit of time out to pay tribute to someone who's been described, quite simply, as the nicest man in the world, and thank him for all the love and caring he spreads to us all. Up first are the children from the Warnbrook Orphanage, who owe a great debt to Chris for gathering over £8,000 in last year's No Family Fest. This is a song just for you, Chris, sang with love and affection from the children themselves.
Yo, this is from the Warnbrook kids. Happy birthday, Christopher.
Christopher is the best. He made lots of money at last year's No Family Fest. Christopher makes us glad.
He makes us glad.
We almost forget we've got no mum and dad.
No mom and daddy. Yo, poor little orphan. Christopher's birthday. Happy birthday, Christopher. Yo.
Dice FM.
I lost my legs in war and I felt like I'd nothing left to live for. Chris picks me up on a Saturday afternoon, takes me to local furniture auctions and I buy the odd sideboard. Oh, chair.
I like Chris because he's always there for my mother. My wife and I put her in a home a couple of years back and we can't really find the time to see her much. Chris sets up an internet webcam which sends live pictures from my mother's room. Now we can check up on her anytime without actually having to leave the shop. Our kids call it nanny cam.
Dice FM.
God, I hate this guy.
If everyone was like Chris Parsons, it'd be a perfect world.
Yeah, and then there'd be no need for us.
Exactly.
If only people could see you in your true light. I said no cheating.
Well, aren't you going to show me what's in your hand?
I'm going to enjoy this immensely.
What have I told you two guys about illegal gambling on hospital grounds?
Oh, but doctor!
If I make an exception for you two, I'll have to make it for all the other patients as well. And before you know it, we'll have roulette wheels, Elvis impersonators and dancing girls on the ward.
Just a little fun to pass the time, Doc.
Leave everything here and go back to the ward. Emmerdale starts in 10 minutes.
Shit, I forgot about that. Charity's in court tonight.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Chris.
How did you know it was my birthday?
I keep good records.
Always cheating, Joe.